Happy Easter, everyone. I'm here to do some sermons for you all, okay? For April the 9th, 2023. Okay, then we are reading Lamentations, chapter 2 in the Old Testament. Y'all should know who these people are, but if I have to stop, I will. How was the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger? Okay, I feel like I'm Zion. He had cast the beauty of Israel down from heaven to the earth, and hasn't remembered his footstool in the day of his anger. Remember, I told you the Most High is a ghost walking around. Okay. The Lord has swallowed up all the dwellings of Jacob without pity. He has drawn down in his wrath. He has thrown down in his wrath the strongholds of the daughter of Judah. He had brought them down to the ground. He had profaned the kingdom and the princess. See, Jenna and her coat. Profaned the real one in his kingdom. Okay? All the angels, everybody was in heaven, paradise. They all got cast down here. He has cut off all the horns of Israel in fierce anger. He had drawn back his right hand from before the enemy. He has burned up Jacob like a flaming fire, which devours all around. He has bent his bow like an enemy. He has stood with his right hand as an adversary. Has killed all that were pleasant to the eye, lust, in the tents of the daughter of Zion. He had poured out his wrath like fire. Okay, that for Mara James. The Lord has become as an enemy. He has swallowed up Israel. He has swallowed up all her palaces. He had destroyed his strongholds. The Most High. They destroyed his strongholds. He had multiplied mourning and lamentation in the daughter of Judah. He was violently taking away his tabernacle as if it was of a garden. He had destroyed his place of assembly. The Lord had caused solemn assembly and Sabbath to be forgotten in Zion. In the indignation of his anger, he had despised the king and the priest. The Lord has cast off his altar. He has abhorred his sanctuary. He has given the walls of his palaces into the hand of the enemy. They have made a noise of the Lord's house, as in the day of Solomon's assembly. The Lord had proposed to destroy the wall of the daughter of Zion. He has stretched out the line. He has now withdrawn his hand for destroying. He has made the rampart and wall limit. They languish together. Her gates have sunk into the ground. He had destroyed and broken her bars. Her king and her princes are among the nations, where the law is not. Yes, her prophets find no vision from the Lord. The elders of the daughter of Zion sit on the ground. They keep silence. They have cast up dust on their heads. Then that's about the Most High. They have clothed themselves with sackcloth. The virgins of Jerusalem hang down their heads to the ground. My eyes fail with tears. My heart is troubled. My liver is poured on the earth because of the destruction of the daughter of my people. See? Jill. Because the young children and the infants swoon in the streets of the city. True. And me. They ask their mothers, where is grain and wine? When they swoon as the wounded in the streets of the city, when their soul is poured out into their mother's bosoms. I mean, all mothers probably. What shall I testify to you? What shall I liken to you, daughter of Jerusalem? What shall I compare to you that I may comfort you, virgin daughter of Zion? For your breach is as big as the sea. Who can hear you? See, she was pure too. She was still a virgin. She was a virgin. That means pure. Okay. That don't mean sex. Okay. Your prophets have seen false and foolish visions for you, the fake ones. They have not uncovered your iniquities to reverse your captivity. See, we are all slaves, all colors. Okay. But has seen for your false revelations and causes of banishment. All that passed by clapped their hands at you. They hissed and wagged their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, Is this the city that men called the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All your enemies have opened their mouths wide against you. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, We have swallowed her up. Suddenly, this is the day that we looked for. We have found it. We have seen it. The Lord had done that which he planned. He has fulfilled his word that he commanded in the days of old. Okay? He had thrown down and has not pitied. He had caused the enemy to rejoice over you. He had exalted the horn of adversities. Their heart cried to the Lord, O wall of the daughter of Zion, let tears run down like a river day and night. Give yourself no relief. Don't let your eyes rest. Arise, cries out in the night at the beginning of the washes. Pour out your heart like water before the face of the Lord. Lift up your hands towards him for the life of your young children, who faints for hunger at the head of every street. Look, Lord, and see to whom you have done this. Should the women eat their offsprings, the children that they held and bounced on their knees? They do that. If they shall come out to be pure, they will eat them, like an animal will. Like, them tiger cubs and shit. Should the priest and the prophet be killed in the sanctuary of the Lord? The youth and the old man lie on the ground in the streets. That's also why there's a lot of homeless people out there. I done interviewed some homeless people, and they said until the real God get his kingdom back, I'ma continue being homeless. I'ma continue living in these streets. That's what they told me. I got the tapes and everything. My virgins and my young men have fallen by the sword. You have killed them in the day of your anger. You have slaughtered and not pitied. You have called as in the day of a solemn assembly. My terrors on every side. There was no one that escaped or remained in the day of the Lord's anger. My enemy has consumed those whom I have cared for and brought up. See, the whole point is to kill anybody that was made by him. Okay? I don't know. But yeah, we all involved, okay, in this. So hopefully y'all enjoy Lamentations chapter 2 in the Old Testament. I think limitations mean building. Okay? Hope y'all enjoy. I'm out. Peace.